Aloha, big wave trading family. I'm going to make it very clear for the past 3-4 weeks, every day before I start scanning for new long positions, I say to myself, oh God, I hope we don't have any new long signals. And for me to take any new long signal for me being fully invested in with so many positions, signals are going to have to be extremely good. Well, despite being extremely overbought in the stock market with multiple positions producing 20% extremely overbought profit taking signals, it's normal to get a few stocks here and there get way ahead of themselves and give me 20% profit taking signals. But when I start to get a rash of them like I have this past week, it feels like that there's been at least about three handful of stocks that have produced 20% extremely overbought profit taking signals. That's a sign of a short-term market being very extended on the short term, excuse me. So this market's very extended short term, very overbought, and despite all of that, new long signals. Four new ones, three ad signals of quality, and all of them have that amazing 4 to 5 to 1 reward risk ratio with an inherent of 5% or less risk. There's one that's different, EVRI, but that's a special situation, kind of perfect speculator name. But all the others, it's just pretty incredible. So let's go ahead and get it started off. First off, I'll get it started off with probably the more risky new long, STZ. STZ gapped up on Thursday. On Friday, it tested the lows, reversed, and closed near the highs on above average volume with strong bop. I want to get long STZ at 210.11 because it's extended from the 20-day moving average. First cut loss 207. Then you can have your final cut loss here with a gap fill at 205.12. Me, I'll be using 202.71, the gap fill here, because I can't get a full position because I'm completely maxed out. So this is technically supposed to be a 1.5% long signal. It's cancel quality. It was also in my new 52-week high scan, but it's extended, so it's half. So instead of 3, it's 1.5% of my account capital is what's supposed to go in here. But I'm so maxed out that I can't even get close to 1% into any of these names. So STZ is just going to get whatever I can put into that. And because of that, I'm going to use a wider final stop. But the same thing applies. I mean, look at the previous uptrend. Any kind of this move right here, any kind of return from this move here to here. So, I mean, let's say we even half it to 34 and we get 15%. What do I risk if I'm wrong? 5%? So we're looking at 5 to 1 minimum reward risk ratio if this works out. So this is the kind of these are the kind of returns that they're all going to produce. I'm just going to run through the rest really quick just so you can see their longer term charts. COR, you can see where it's coming off the lows. GWRE, you can see where it's coming off the lows. PTLA, you can see where it's coming off the November lows. CAI ad signal off the November lows. Look at that uptrend. EVRI off the July and November lows. Look at that uptrend. And then DCT, a recent long that's giving an immediate ad signal off its November, February lows. So you can see if I'm expecting a previous measured move, I'm expecting any kind of return similar to any part of that uptrend. So I'm either looking for DCT to do the exact same thing again, or maybe at least get this leg here, maybe this leg here, maybe that leg right there. But hopefully the entire leg before any stops trigger. So that's the goal with all of these. And so whenever we look at all those, we can see that we just have some excellent setups like STZ, 210.11, 207, and 205.12, or 202.71. STZ, can slim quality. Then we have COR. COR is can slim and perfect speculator scan quality. This is the only stock that is both can slim and perfect speculator quality. So technically this is a 4% of my account capital long position. Want to get long at 113.19, the high of the day since it's not extended. First cut loss level right here, 109.31. Final cut loss level right here, 107.64. Very, very, very nice stock. COR is #1 in its industry group. And I forgot to mention, STZ is also #1 in its industry group. So we're not dealing with any slouches here. GWRE, same similar uptrend. You can see after this powerful move higher, it's consolidated those gains in a nice steady fashion. A little bit more above average volume bop on the down leg. But the one thing that I noticed on that down leg, look at all of the bullish tails, the tails off the intraday lows. You got a lot of reversals off the lows with these above average volume red days. So it appears that it was accumulated as it pulled back. Now it's flattening out, had a pocket pivot point signal. A few days later, candle over candle price bar, a full body price bar on above average volume. GWRE, big previous uptrend. If we're wrong, first cut loss level right here. If you get long at 78.29, the high of the day, first cut loss level is 76.34. Then the final cut loss level, you can either use the 50-day moving average, or if you're like me, 73.42, because once again, I can't get a full 2% position. This is a CanSim quality stock, so like I said, only 2%. GWRE is also number one in its industry group. So GWRE, COR, STZ, extremely high quality. Now along with COR, PTLA is a perfect speculator quality biotech. Normally, when these biotechs are in my perfect speculator scans and they're above 10 and they don't have any earnings, they're buyout candidates, which means eventually a large firm that makes money is going to come along and buy these guys for much higher prices. I've seen it. If I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times now at this point with these biotech stocks in my perfect speculator scans. So it just continues to happen. I wouldn't doubt PTLA is going to be any different. Anyways, PTLA, perfect speculator quality stock, means 2% of your account, my account capital, if I had it. Limit order 55.83. First cut loss level 52.70, or you could use 52.01. I really don't care. But no matter what, you got to cut your loss if it moves below 49.45. That's the absolute final cut loss. So those are the new long positions. They're all extremely high quality. The potential reward, I mean, with this one, let's say that you just, you risk 7% to the first cut loss. So this is a little bit more than the 5%. But even if we just look at the measured move from here to right here, that's a 50% gain. So we're almost 10 to 1. And then if we look at it from here to here, 142. And if we go all the way back to where the uptrend started in December, 250. That's what I'm looking for. Those kind of reward to risk ratio setups with the stock curling off of support. It's just hard to pass up on these no matter how overbought the stock market is. It's pretty ridiculous. CAI is a perfect speculator scan quality ad signal. Beautiful chart. This is a zoom 4 on the telechart. This is a zoom 3. They're very, very, very pretty charts. But CAI, I want to add to my position. Limit order 30.67. First cut loss level, you can use 29.54. I will be using 28.30. Final cut loss level for the ad signal, no matter what, though, has got to be 26.55. A move below 26.55, I will be all out of the CAI ad signal. I have tried to add multiple times to this stock, and I can't even get a position. So even though it's an ad signal on an end-of-day basis, I still don't have a position. I tried to get it here, tried to not chase the breakout, and try to get it right near this pivot point area. It never touched it. It moved higher, got an ad signal here, gapped up above it. Could never raise the funds to get it. Got an ad signal here, gapped up above it, couldn't get it. This ad signal now looks like it might be the one before it breaks out. I'm not sure because the market's overbought, but I hope that I get this one. Pretty ridiculous overall, but perfect speculator, ad signal 1%. Then there's DCT. DCT was just a new long signal the session before. This thing came 1 cent, actually 2 cents, because my first cut loss level is 1 cent below 57.68. Intraday on Friday, it got to 57.69, so a couple more cents and I would have been knocked out a half. That being said, back-to-back pocket pivot point signals, higher BOP, above average volume, nice bullish intraday reversal, nice hammer candle pattern price bar with the close near the high of the day. Very, very nice zoom 4 chart pattern. There's no red in this stock. That's why I really like it. But DCT ad signal, CanSim quality, confirmed in my price volume BOP surge scan. So it should normally be a 3% long position, but it's an ad signal, so 1.5%. When I get long, limit order 58.86. First cut loss level, same as in the new long, 57.68. 56.71. And then the final long position, EVRI. EVRI, look at this zoom 3 chart on telechart. From here to here, 269% gain. Beautiful. Look at this zoom 4 chart. Look at all of the green. Look at all the tall accumulation bars. Notice no red BOP here. Notice no real tall red volume bars. I really like that. What don't I like? That we don't have the max green BOP here at the hard right edge. But anyway, EVRI is a perfect speculator, low price stock. Want to get long, limit order 812, no chasing. It's extended slightly. First cut loss level 729. Final cut loss level 681. All right, everyone. I'm going to wrap it up there. Have a great rest of your weekend. Aloha.